3 past 12 in the morning. I'm just trying out 175 grams to see if that's too much or too little rice. And I'm thinking maybe I could try out eating with a spoon again to see what it's like. I'm having this meal at this time because I'm feeling hungry and thirsty. Like my stomach's feeling tense. It's not an ab check. It's there for a reason. It's not to check that, not to check to see if I can see my abs. I know I can. And that's not even to sound cocky about my progress, but I know I can. It's accepting the truth as far as I'm concerned. Right, I'm gonna try out 200 grams to see what that's like. Nah, that doesn't look like enough. I'm gonna try 250. Oh. There you go. That piece of chicken was big, like 30 to 40 grams of chicken right there. I really like those large bites and we'll do them like that again. It's a bit watery from the chicken oil though, I think. I can actually try it out, like having it like this, just see what it's like. Having it with a spoon, I mean. It's kind of different. It's kind of strange that I'm having it in a bowl first. Usually I'd have it in a plate or a large plate. But yeah, look, just to see how it goes. Why not? Just to see how different it is. And if I really don't like it, then I'll go back to eating with a plate and a fork. But it's just a one-time thing, really. Actually, no, not one time, occasional. Just every now and then. Sometimes you're gonna want to change it up. It's not that I want to change it up, it's just out of curiosity to see what it's like eating with a spoon. I didn't think about the bowl thing, I just got it out. And to be fair to myself, I'm feeling hungry and thirsty, and it's, what, like 5 past, getting on 6 past in the morning, at 6 past 12 in the morning. Like, I've got to cut myself some slack here. Yeah, I'm not going to be as sharp as I was at 3 in the afternoon, for example. I'm making it difficult to make functional choices by being up this late, to be fair, and it is something I thought about, but in time I'm going to improve my sleep routine in time, and I'm on the way to have an amazing sleep routine that I love. I'm on the way to, and I'm not using those words lightly. I know how powerful words are. I'm starting to understand. I was saying I'm on the way to becoming more sexually attractive. Look at what's happening. Like, it seems like that's becoming true. He being Healthy Game Gigi Ulok, I think his name is. I may be saying it wrong. ALOK, I think his name is. He was saying, like people would say, oh, work on yourself if you'd like to date and have a girlfriend. I don't really believe in having a girlfriend because she's not mine to have. She's a woman. She's her own human being, not my possession. So I don't really believe in that stuff. Oh, I was just about to impulsively get a fork because I'm so used to doing that now. That's interesting. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, it seems like that's happening because I'm going out my way to speak to more women because I want to live in a socially healthy way. I'm not having the intentions to date any of the women that I speak to. Even though I have found a lady that I spoke to yesterday looks wise, sexually attractive. It's just something about her face. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm seeing a lady take care of herself. I see it as attractive. And I remember explicitly telling myself that I value that. I value not just women, but people taking care of themselves. And Oak, I think his name is, was saying people get really confused when they say, no, really frustrated when they hear work on yourself, work on yourself, work on yourself. And it doesn't seem like they're making much progress with getting a girlfriend. Like, these ladies are just possessions out here. Anyway, yeah, they keep hearing that advice and seemingly get nowhere with it. And then they just feel frustrated because there's no, and he said that could be because people don't say that having a when would help. Having a time, having a deadline by saying, maybe, you know what, like the example he gave was within 5 years. Within 5 years, that's a long enough time to date. And I'm having the same goal to try it out. Because I would have worked on myself a lot then. I would have probably been on the way to making something big of myself by then if I haven't already. I could do a lot in 5 years, and I think I'll be able to date by that time for sure. So I don't even have to think about it. I want to date. I want to date. I want to be able to not necessarily have a connection with someone, more so to explore my sexual side, honestly, very honestly. That's why, because I don't need other people. I don't need a lady to, I don't need to speak to a lady in order to work through things. I don't, that's not why I would do it. It would be to, I'd be dating a lady or ladies to explore my sexual side. And that would be the main thing, I think, as to why I would have at least wanted to do it in the past, because I still have my virginity at 21, and it's almost like that's an issue. You can hear it in people's wording by saying, I am still a virgin, like saying I am, making it seem like it's a part of their identity, and saying still, like they're shaming themselves for it. They're shaming themselves for having their virginity still. But why is that an issue? Probably ever since school. Like ever since like when we would play games, it'd be an issue. Oh hi, oh fuck off you virgin. Like playing Call of Duty and that. It'd be seen as an insult. Calling someone a virgin was an insult. That makes sense as to where it comes from. I believe that genuinely could be where it starts. From playing all those video games with guys and people just trash talking, saying, oh yeah, you're a virgin, you're shit. Maybe that genuinely could be a part of where it comes from, where the taboo to have your virginity, not by saying that you are a virgin, comes from. I'm changing my way of thinking in real time. Damn, that's something I've never thought of it like that before, but I believe it's true. I believe it's true because you can hear it on Xbox Live chats that have been recorded and put on YouTube, and I have my own blurry memories of that when playing Call of Duty games, and back when I had a mic that my dad got me, a Turtle Beach mic. Yeah, you're a virgin, playing games with people and that you gotta be careful with that sort of play style, especially when young, because like there was some deep stuff going on when playing the game one time. Like some older guys saying, oh, give me your number and that, and I did, and I really felt scared. Damn, that was almost, let's get on, like 10 years ago. Old times. You really got to be careful with that sort of stuff. And just like how at such a young age, How are you meant to know any better? So innocent at that age. Oh, ha 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 ha, oh, this video is so fun, this video is so funny, watch it. But it's a Pornhub link. Yeah. There's something interesting to think about, and I could think about it later on. And just over time. But I think that genuinely could be the root of it. That's where it comes from. That's where I am now starting to think that that could be at least a main part of where the taboo to be a virgin, to have your virginity, comes from. The shit talking in games, and also the perception that ladies are only willing to date guys who've had sex already, and if you don't know how to have sex with someone that has your virginity still, like that's something to be shamed, then you have no chance of being loved as a person, because that person would just immediately leave you because you haven't had sex before. Yeah. Sorry, voice crack. Yeah. I didn't feel that down about it. That was actually, yeah, that genuinely was a voice crack. Even though now that I said that twice, it genuinely might not sound like it. Oh, I need to get my sliders. The sliders I didn't buy that my dad got me. That said, I really do like the wide ones, like the ones I've got here that my dad gave to me. Thanks, Dad. Even though I probably wouldn't say it because you might hold that against me. Yeah, I would like to get wide ones like these because they feel nice on the feet. At least as nice as they can feel with bunions, with wide size anyway. But that's just, I'm gonna go out my way to get rid of it. I absolutely am. I'm gonna go out my way to get rid of it. They've really progressed. The swelling has really reduced, but I want it done permanently because the pain is just, it's unbearable. Unbearable. I can't even walk at 4.5 kilometers an hour now without major discomfort. And I felt pain at like 10:15 or 9:15 in the evening a few hours ago. I forget all that. Yeah, anyway, I feel quite I feel at peace now that I've worked through those thoughts on where the taboo to have your virginity comes from. Like the shit talking in Call of Duty games when you're a kid, and just believing those thoughts that it's bad to be a virgin without question. And also the belief, wherever it's come from, thinking that no lady will love you. Any lady that dates you or that wants to date you and have an amazing relationship with you will immediately leave you if you don't know how to have sex, and if you still have your virginity. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe like rap songs or something like that, where these people with seemingly macho personalities is saying, yeah, I'm fucking this chick, I'm fucking that chick, I'm fucking this chick, are made out to be the ones that seemingly get the girls. I have just licked my fingers. That's fine, I've seen it, I've tracked it. By recording this is fine. Yeah. And it seems, maybe that's a part of it. Like all these videos talk about, yeah, like the 50 Cent, I'm a pimp. I'm a pimp, oh, I'm fucking this chick, I'm fucking that chick. not only his lyrics, but his games, like 50 Cent Bloodshot. Oh yeah, I've got so many hoes. I don't hate women. I just don't. I don't hate men, and I don't hate women either. Don't think they're bitches, donkeys, rabbits, cows, camels. I don't believe they look like that. I don't want to insult a lady by calling her a bitch, just like I wouldn't want her calling me a fuckboy, which is basically, as far as I see, like the way I see it is like the female equivalent of a guy calling a girl a bitch. And I wouldn't want her to call me a nigger either, so I'm just not gonna insult her like that. I'm just her being women in general. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't hate women. I don't love women. It's not enough to just be female for me to have love for you. You could be a gang member, you could be a bank robber, you could be a serial killer, you could be a rapist, you could be a fucking nonce. No pun intended. Being a woman isn't enough to have love for you, but I absolutely don't hate women. I am sexually attracted to women, and I have no problem saying that. It's just that I think the reason why I might not have been in a position where, mentally, where, even back in uni, where I didn't think I was ready to date, because I thought it was acceptable to call ladies bitches. I wouldn't do it to their face, but maybe when thinking about a certain situation, I thought that was acceptable, because when I say bitch, I meant unpleasant individual, but that absolutely was not what I was saying. I was calling her, I would be calling ladies a dog by saying a bitch, by calling them a bitch. How is it fair on a lady's side that if you as a man dislike anything that she says or does, regardless of how slight, you then explicitly say that you think she's a bitch, you call her a bitch, and saying that she's basically no more valuable than a pet? This is a human being you're talking about. You wouldn't want, you wouldn't like, as someone that has self-respect, as a man that has self-respect, you would not like a lady calling you a fuckboy. You would not like a lady saying that you're a puppet. Which man with self-respect would want that? Would genuinely want that? Who? Why is it that I'd say I'd want to date, but then I'd have so much hatred? I didn't know any better. I developed that sort of belief from comedy shows like the Kevin Hart 2010 comedy stand-up, saying calling a lady a bitch is a cap. Dehumanizing a woman, regardless of how slight you dislike the things she said and or done, or the things she said and or done, dehumanizing them is a cap. But then if they were to do something like openly talk about a sex life without your consent to other people, then that's an issue. She didn't dehumanize you, but that, you see, that is more of an issue than you saying that she's no more valuable than a dog by calling her a bitch. How does that work? That's not fair. That's not fair. At least I understand that now. I don't hate women. I have a sexual attraction. My sexual attraction is towards women and women only. And I have no problem saying that. But because I now understand, okay, right, the taboo of having your virginity could have come from these places. And lustful thinking could have come from not only the lustful radio lyrics, like the Nicki Minaj Freak song, but also seeing porn as well from a young age, because, oh, ha ha ha, this video is so funny, and then dopamine sensors or whatever's going on in the head is just going wild. I'd like to say something now that I've said that, but I personally won't. Just so that it's not more difficult for, just so that I'm not indirectly making it more difficult for people regardless of gender to not watch pornographic videos. To not watch porn, let's call it out for what it is. I don't need to elongate the word porn. Yeah. Anyway. Now that I've worked through that, I can feel more at peace with myself. And I really do think that because I'm working through these sorts of things, I genuinely am further and further on the way to becoming more sexually attractive, especially as I'm talking to more ladies. Yeah, cool. I just don't want to date in the gym though, because I want to work there. But that's not a problem. I know I want to date, and I know I want to get myself together in order partially to date. So yeah, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen, and I'll date elsewhere other than in the gym. Even though I have said I've found, in my mind, I've said I've found 2 ladies as objectively sexually attractive in my eyes. One because of tight clothing, because of her bum. I said that I was looking at her bum because of the tight clothing in one of the daily logs, the overcoming mental attacks logs, and the other one because of her face. And as for the one I was just talking about before that, I'd say the lady has an attractive face as well, objectively. Youthful skin. She looks like she has a slim figure, obviously, and a big bum as well, which is further accentuated by the tight gym wear clothing. Those gym wear clothings know what they're doing. Oh yeah, we want to make it look flattering. We want to make it look flattering, like the Fabletics advert. Translation: we want you to look like you've got a fat ass, like a fat round one, like Neptune, big like Neptune. It's an illusion, man. All these gym haul videos, man. They aren't necessarily there to be sexually implicit, but some of them have OnlyFans attached to that. Attached to their YouTube accounts, and I just don't want to be preyed on. I don't want to be preyed on like that. So, and I don't have to. I don't have to be. That doesn't, even though ladies might prey on men's sexual urges by those lingerie try on haul videos and the gym haul videos, it doesn't mean that they're bitches. It doesn't mean that they're dogs. They're human beings just like me. They eat, shit, piss, bleed like me, except I don't have a period. I'll tell you what though, I was thinking about this, yeah, and the closest we as men probably could come to a period is like, as far as I'm aware, is like being financially deadbeat broke and seeing the bank account go down and down and down and down. Trust me, as a man, you will have many similarities to what a lady will experience when on her period. Maybe wanting to eat to cope with the fact that financially speaking, you're not